In this video, I'm going to give you the perfect game plan to start selling digital products this year. So, we're going to get into it a little bit, but if you're feeling like you're behind or you missed the boat, nothing could be more wrong. I'm going to give you a perfect game plan to start doing it and exactly what I would do if I lost everything and had to start from scratch. If I wanted to start selling all this and I didn't know what I knew and I could do it over, what would I do? And the good news is, I'm going to share with you all the things I also wouldn't do so you can save yourself some time, trial, error, pain, headache, blood, sweat, and tears. In case you don't know me, my name is Maria Wendt. I have made over $15 million in cash selling digital products. I've learned a thing or two. But what I'm even more proud of is all the students that I've showed how to do this and helped get results in all different kinds of industries. Gardening industry, relationship industry, any industry, you name it, I've helped them. And today I'm helping you. So let's get into it. 5 steps, basically 5 things. And because I really thought about it a lot. Couple of things I think are really, really important. Fifth step is the most important. In case you can't tell, this is me trying to draw a brain. So this is a brain. It's the most important step. I think I'm proof that you don't really, like I always like to say, I'm proof any idiot can pick up a phone and start creating content. I'm not the smartest person in the room. I'm really not. And I don't say that to be self-deprecating. I share it because I want you to know you don't have to be a genius to do this stuff. So step one, believe it or not, and hold with me. Step one is actually to do a happy dance. And I'm going to explain to you why. You're going to do a happy dance because you are getting started in 2026, as I'm assuming you're watching this towards the end of the year. You were getting started in 2026, not 2016 when I got started. Let me tell you why. The algorithms, the online space has never been more welcoming to beginners and more difficult for people like me who have bigger followings, who have been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this for 13 years and I have to work just as hard as the new guys. Let me tell you why. Algorithms back in the day, and we'll talk more about algorithms, why it's so important for your digital product journey. But algorithms back in the day, if you had 200 followers, the only people that could see your content were the 200 people who followed you. So if you posted a picture of a photo, people who didn't follow you would never see that photo. Your content would only be seen by your followers. And so if you had no followers, you had to work very hard for each one of those followers one by one by one. And consequently, you had to work very, very hard for your traffic one by one by one. And that's you'll see it's going to be very important later. And so versus now, people who have followings of 200 people can have reels that go viral and get millions of views or even thousands of views, even if you have a very little following. And so your follower count has never mattered less. The barrier for entry for you, if you are new and you're just getting started, has never been easier. But I have to work, even though I have like 600,000 followers on Instagram, I have to work just as hard to get views on every video as a brand new beginner, if not harder. And so I'm fine with that, right? Like that's totally okay. But for you guys who are just getting started, you need to do a happy dance. And I'm starting this off with a perspective shift because most people who are getting started think they should have gotten started back in like 2016 when I did. But no, I'm like, there's literally never been an easier time than now to see success with this. So get excited. Second thing is one specific product. So you're going to make one specific product that solves one specific problem. So your digital product could be a course, it could be PDFs, but what you don't want to do is make a product that teaches a lot of different things. A lot of newbies make that mistake. They think that their digital product has to be really complicated or has to be overly like filled with videos. You need to look at the people you want to help. And I have tons of videos on this channel, by the way. If you're not exactly sure about this, there's tons of videos on the channel. Like lots of ideas for digital products. If this is a step you feel stuck on, like my channel's filled with it. But what a lot of people miss when they're trying to sell digital products is that every digital product isn't going to solve every problem. Your digital product should solve one problem. So I'll give you a specific example. I just recently launched a very popular course called Selling with Instagram Stories. It wasn't how to make money online. It wasn't how to make money with Instagram. It was how to get more sales with your Instagram stories. So very, very, very specific course. It sold like hotcakes. It's still selling like hotcakes. It did really, really well because it was solving a very specific problem. People knew exactly what they were going to get when they grabbed it. So one specific product solving one specific problem. That's your second step. And again, lots of videos on my channel. If you want to dive deep in there, tons on product idea stuff because people do get stuck with that stage. Okay, step 3. Remember, this is if I'm just getting started. I have no followers. I have no audience. I have nothing. I would post 2 times a day on Instagram. But I want to tell you the exact schedule, okay? 2x, and I want to explain why. Okay, so you're going to post. Let's just pretend this is like a Google Calendar slot. So today is the 7th. Let's just put the 7th in there at the top. So you're going to post twice a day. And you're going to post, first thing you're going to do is post a reel at 7 a.m. I'll talk more about what to put in them. And then at noon, 12 p.m., you're going to post a carousel. Now, what should you put in them and why those times? I'll start with the times one first because that's easier for me to answer. We have done extensive testing on when you should post content. We've posted pretty much any time you could think of, all the frequencies. We always see best 7 a.m. reel, 12 p.m. carousel. Those always do really well. Now, why are you posting on Instagram? What is the goal? Reels and carousels equals traffic. Traffic equals sales. So if we go back to our goal here, which is to get sales quickly, to make money quickly, to see success with our digital products quickly, we need to have traffic. We need to have people to see that offer, that one specific product that we made. We need potential customers to see it. Think of your digital product. It's like in a store. We need to get people to go to the store. That's your traffic. So traffic is people coming to your checkout page to decide if they want to buy it or not. And obviously, the more people we have looking at your checkout page, aka your traffic, the more sales you make. And so Reels equals traffic, traffic equals sales. And we have tested this with, we're almost at 100,000 students. And we've tested this with many, many, many of them. And we have found that across all industries, selling all different kinds of products, posting a reel at 7 a.m. and posting a carousel at noon does really well. Now, what I'm going to do for you, because I'm amazing, is I'm actually going to show you an example of what this looks like. So let me get my Instagram pulled up and you can just like look at, this should be good. There we go. Okay. So this is my Instagram account. I'll share with you. We just did one this morning. So actually, let me do one that will help you. Okay. So this is one that we did a couple of days ago. And you can see here, it's very simple footage with a little bit of text on it, speaking to what it is I do. But what I want you to pay attention to are the comments. Everyone's commenting guide below. When they click that, that takes them to a checkout page. So they comment guide, they automatically get a DM, right? A direct message, and then that takes them to a checkout page. That is how you're going to do your reels. A little bit of footage, a little bit of text, have them comment. I have tons and tons and tons of content on this YouTube channel teaching you more about that. Look for my Instagram content. It breaks down how to do this specifically. Very similarly, let's see if we can find one. This is a carousel that does something similar. Comment hack if you want me to show it what it is. And you can see here, everybody's commenting hack. So the carousels and the reels that you're making are having people comment specific keywords, which then creates traffic, which then creates sales. So you're going to do 2 of these every single day. You can work up to it if you want. Some people find, 2 a day is easy. Some people find 2 a day is hard. If you'd rather start with a few a week, that's fine. But I can promise you, as someone that's been doing this for a very long time, you'll actually get in your rhythm of 2 a day pretty quickly. And it's I know it feels like a lot, but it's a lot less hard than you think it is. So let's get the iPad back up here. Perfect. Okay. So step 4, I'm going to give you step 4 is for me to give you a goal. And the goal is 100 checkout page views every single day. So your target, a lot of people don't realize this, but you need more people to look at your checkout page than you think you do. And so your goal is to get 100 people every single day to view your checkout page. Now, when you do that, you'll be making sales every single day. So you'll be making around $100, $200, $300 every single day when you work up to that. So it's not a goal that you're going to hit right away, but I want you to understand what your first like big girl target is. It's 100 checkout page views per day. At first, when you're just getting started, you don't know your numbers, you don't know your data, and so you like just don't get it. And so you realize like, oh, I only had 40 people view my checkout page this whole month, but that's why you're not really getting enough sales. So you will work up to it. That's not your goal right away, but just understand that the metric you're trying to hit, if you want to start seeing like really consistent sales, is going to be 100 checkout views per day. And what I wrote down here that I just want to read off my notes verbatim is that as your reels and carousels start to build traction, you will get more and more clicks to your checkout page, both in your link in bio, which we didn't talk about, but put your link in bio to your checkout page in there, but then also the comments people leave under your reels. Now, if you want people to leave more comments under your reels, I actually have a video on that too on my YouTube channel, so you should watch that. There's very practical things you can do. Okay, the last step is going to seem kind of silly, but it's actually the most important one. You are going to, you're going to work on your mindset. So I'm just going to write headspace. Now, I'm not the most woo-woo person out there, but I am a big believer in doing things that are working. And the more you work on your mindset, the more you work on literally understanding and accepting the reality that you can do this, the better. Because if you don't believe that this will work for you, you're right. It's not going to. And so I have a couple of book recommendations for you. The first is The Big Leap. I don't have that one like with me. I have a couple other ones that I want to recommend, but The Big Leap, one of my friends is literally reading it right now. What I wrote is at this level, when you're trying to make just a few $1,000s, you really struggle to believe you can even do it. It's very common. So I want you to read The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. I want you to read You Are a Badass at Making Money. Very good book, changed my life. And then same thing with this one, Dollars Flow to Me Easily by Richard Dotz. Really, really good book. I think that understanding how money works, literally money works, how abundance works, even though, again, you know me, I'm a practical data girl, okay? I like to know my click-through rate. I like to know how many views. I like to track things. But understanding how this all works is the secret, is the key. It is the most important thing. And if you are struggling to believe that you can make this work, it's not going to happen for you. So I filmed a video for you. It's very popular. If you're struggling to believe you can make money online, this video will completely destroy those limiting beliefs you have. Go watch that one next.